Okay, it's gonna be Married to Medicine, season 11, episode 9, from the White House to Key West. Okay, so this one might be a little short because nothing much happened on this episode. We'll have to wait till the next one because the trailer was like, yes, okay. It's always the calm before the storm. But we do start off with Toy and Eugene and the kids at home, like they always do, talking about the kids and what they doing at school and the girls and all that, blah, blah, blah. We flip over, we see Jackie and Heavenly. So this is where we find out. Well, we found out like last episode or something that she was gonna go to the White House. She got a little invite to be part of the reproductive freedom conference, right? We all know Jackie is her thing, women's health, women's productive, all that stuff, right? And you get to go to the White House and you get to meet Vice President Kamala Harris. So she's talking to Simone and or not Simone, Heavenly. And she pretty much pulls a prank on Heavenly to say, like, yeah, they told me I can invite somebody. So I invited Simone because, she's a fellow OBGYN and I just think, it's just something she'll be really interested in and it'll, be good for her. So of course Heavenly is like, really, girl, you ain't gonna invite me, your best friend, and I helped you at the gala, this and this and that. And of course Heavenly said, oh geez, you're invited. Like, so Heavenly can go, and of course she is super excited. Phaedra goes on a date with his name is Shek. I think it's Shek. The guy she met on that little speed dating thing that Sweet Tea had hosted. Nothing to it. It looked like it was a good date. He does mention that, hey, I do know Apollo and his wife and stuff. Like, is that okay? And she was like, I mean, it's fine with me. Like, we all in Atlanta, right? So a lot of people know him. So if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But he does express that it's not like they best friends or nothing, but he does know him as an acquaintance. So, it is what it is. So Simone, Jackie, and Heavenly, they finally make it to the White House. Of course, Jackie is just super elated and excited. It's like a dream come true, for her. We see the ceremony. Everything was nice. Everyone dressed nice. But before they got there, they had to do the do's and don'ts for Heavenly. Just to make sure she don't be going in there acting crazy and super ghetto and cussing everybody out. So, little jokes there. Ha ha ha. She know how to conduct herself in a professional setting, right? Yeah, flashbacks might prove a little bit different. I mean, hey, restaurant is that professional setting? Either way, they do get to meet Miss Harris, and everybody takes pictures and things of that nature. Nice. So we get to see everybody packing for the trip. Contessa says, it's okay that she goes on this trip with Heavenly. It can be like they've been in the room pretty much this whole time with each other with no problems, except for the little, square up whole situation. Um, Heavenly, she invites Apollo. And I think we all know what's going to happen, what's to come. Phaedra, uh, she agrees that, okay, thanks for giving me a heads up, because she calls there to say, hey, I did invite Apollo just because it's a couple's trip and her, relationship expertness. It would be good to have all the ladies experience, what it's like to be divorced and moving on and such. Da, 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 da. Same with Sweet Tea and Gregory and Quad and King. Like, we're gonna navigate that aspect of marriage as well, but just besides what we was doing before, because we all was married before. So what's what we. So is it okay with you, Phaedra? And Phaedra was kind of like, okay, it's fine. We can use it as a surprise, but just thanks for the heads up. I can be around him, no problem. But in her confessional, she was a little bit uneasy with the idea. So, of course, Sweet Tea and Gregory would have the same thoughts because, hey, do we really want to be around Quad? Um, but hey, it's a couple strips, so we're gonna go and we're gonna bite the bullet, right? Um, Quad, on the other hand, is yes feeling the same way as Gregory and Sweet Tea, as I can imagine. Or should I just say Gregory? Because technically, this is Quad and Gregory here. Sweet Tea and King, They really taking a back seat when it has to come to this. Well, they're supposed to take a back seat, but Sweet Tea don't wingle her way in between just a tad. And as we're gonna see in the future, King might be doing the same thing as well. So Quad was just trying to bring up to King, like, is I just want to let you know that there's gonna be some stuff said and discussed about, my marriage that, you ain't never heard before. You gonna see how it's gonna get real, basically. So can you handle this? And he was just saying, hey, I'm here. That's y'all. As long as you ain't got no, it's pretty much as long as Claude ain't got no like underlying issues to where, or feelings toward the man, right? I guess same for sweet tea with Greg. Like, I mean, I'm cool as long as you ain't trying to like get back with the lady. So here we all arrive at Key West all together, except for Cecil and Simone. They kind of went ahead of time because they are the hostess. So they wanted to just kind of set some things up first. Makes sense. When everybody gets to the villa, Cecil, well, not say Cecil, but Simone decided, let's welcome, King to the group and things like that. And Toya was trying to tell King that he need to hug Dr. G and treat everybody, give everybody equal treatment around here. And he like, I mean, I don't know about hugging the man, but I mean, I could say hi, whatever, but it ain't gonna be all of that. Because, Toya is trying to, in her own way, bring things together. But I'm not sure if that was the way to start, but because I think, like I said, everybody's a bit nervous, just a tad, which Cecil and Simone brought up in their confessionals, just looking at all the couples together, like, yeah, it's gonna be weird. We just hope nothing pops off. And I'm not gonna say it was surprisingly that Heavenly did this, but she does hug Dr. G, or say hi and things to Dr. G. Yeah, she did hug him, and to Contessa as well. And they had a big old hug to where they don't fell to the floor and everything. So it's like, okay, okay, okay. Like, like Contessa said, I could be cool as long as we don't hit, as long as she don't hit that button, we cool. We'll see how it goes. So the first activity is going to be kayaking. It's going to be like a relay race. So what Simone and Cecil did was they divided everybody up into 4 teams, right? Because it's pretty much equal everybody except for Phaedra. She's the odd man out because she's the only single man out here. But either way, well, actually, we saw on the confessional that she's gonna bring. I mean, on the trailer, she's gonna actually bring a date. But we'll get there. We'll get there. We have Team Starfish, which is Quad and King, Eugene and Toya. The Shark Team, which is, and you see how the teams are set up strategically because, of course, they had beef before, but now they can be cool. The Shark Team will be Heavenly, Damon, Contessa, and Dr. Scott. Obviously, beef there, but we can be cool. The Goldfish Team, Cecil, Simone, Mimi, and Steve, because he's a football player. So they figure have him on my team, we can automatically win. Okay. And the Snapper Team, which will be Gregory, Sweet Tea, Dr. Jackie, Curtis, and the tag along Phaedra. While we're sitting here getting, we're eating and things before we get to the race, Simone was like, oh, well, hey, Phaedra, I got a gift for you. Because she kind of showed up last year. And the gift was a t-shirt with her bitch comment on it from like the last 2 episodes ago, where she said something to the nature of, I ain't gonna let these bitches tell me what I can and can't do, or this and this and that, right? When it came to the money of the fundraiser, because she said she set the number at 100,000, which Jackie didn't have to agree to it, but she did, right? But she said, if we don't raise the $100, then I will personally reach into my purse, pull out my wallet, and pay the rest off, right? Because I ain't gonna let these bitches try to tell me what I can't do, like I'm some type of broke hoe or something. Okay, not those words, my words, but y'all know what I'm saying, right? Okay. So Quad decided to step up here, to defend the ladies because yeah, these some established type bitches or whatever that you talking about, that they get to go to the White House and all these type of things. And you just minimalizing their gloriousness. And these are some glorious bitches. So basically they kind of, it wasn't like a real big back and forth, but it was like okay, we agree to disagree because Phaedra was like, huh, okay, sure. If that, and I'll leave it at that because she didn't say nothing else. And Quad decided, was like, well, see, she don't get it. Was it Quad that said that or was it Dr. Jackie? One of them said it. And Phaedra was like, yeah, you're right, I don't. And basically, I won't. So, in her confessional, Simone was just saying, like, yeah, so obviously, Phaedra thinks she's a little above the rest of us, but we all know she ain't. And in all realness, Phaedra, you really can't. And okay, so let's see. This was the problem they had with Mariah and the problem that they currently have with Phaedra. Because you can't think you up here when the show is about medicine, right? I'm a doctor, right? I have my own business, right? Like I own homes, right? I own cars, right? I could pay for my kids' college, right? Like, things like up there. And Phaedra, yeah, she's a lawyer and she does have jobs. So is it equal to what they got going on? One can beg to differ, but but there's if we can switch the money aspect to the class, then Phaedra will be down here versus Dr. Jackie and Simone, Dr. Heavenly, because that class part. Do 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 do. Doctors are more important than the lawyers. Lawyers, lawyer. So scratch all that, okay? That was my only little rant. Agree, disagree, whatever. Anywho, we do welcome Mimi and Steve and King. It's our first trip with us. Hope y'all enjoy it. Of course, they were excited anyway. But they don't really know what they getting themselves into. They just thinking it's gonna be like a vacation, like they take with their friends and stuff. But this ain't your friends and stuff, okay? We ain't gonna be chilling and stuff like you think we gonna be chilling, all right? That's all I'm saying. But y'all can sit back and watch since y'all are very new. Y'all don't really have to do much but sit back and watch, which is what I would do. And then maybe, a couple 2 cents, but I'm gonna just sit back and watch. But Heavenly and Simone, let's everybody know we got these activities coming up. We got the kayaking coming up. That's hence the team that y'all are in. And Quad said, okay, so what's the goal, that we got going on here? And basically, Simone just says, togetherness. We want to leave here a bit stronger, a little bit lighter of some of this baggage that we've been carrying towards one another. We want to release those things here in the Keys at the beach. So we go on to the kayaking race, and we're watching everybody get ready. Curtis is gonna sit this one out. We do know he's like what 6. Curtis like 6'9". That nigga tall as hell. He ain't gonna fit in them dang little kayaks. So he said, "Oh yeah, Phaedra could take my spot because they was the 5-man team." Of course, Sweet Tea can't swim, but we all know when you do these type of activities, they make you wear a life vest. So technically, you okay. Okay. You gonna float, and that can give you the ability to use the skills that Phaedra taught you how to swim to save yourself. Anywho, and Damon was a bit apprehensive. He was, a little nervous. I don't know about this, a little anxious. Because I watched Jaws, and I don't know about that open water. He might be trying to come get me, right? So, everybody's ready. They got the lineup, getting ready, set. And when we hit the go, that's the end of the episode. And we cut straight to the trailer because, some things is about to it's gonna happen, and we already know how these couples trips get to going, especially when they get around that fire, around the fire pit at night. When we already know that, and they showed it. Quad and Gregory is gonna start And then Gregory and King, boom, bada bing. Apollo is gonna show. Phaedra is gonna invite her a boo. It looked like everything was cool until it wasn't. And we all do know that she does exit the show just to go back to Atlanta. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anywho, I knew this was gonna be short, which because there wasn't much going on in the episode. We'll get back to a better one next week. So, Married to Medicine. Peace out, y'all.